Hello, my name is Martijn. You may also know me as Inadequance. And this is my story of being bullied by a popular content creator called Tommy, Tim, Tamara, TikTok, OKK. Oh, ThoTechtical. That was him. ThoTechtical. That was his name. And he's been saying that I'm like not good at PvP in Pokemon Go, even though I qualified for the World Championships. And yeah, when I was talking about like how I won the regional championships of Sylph, he sent me this video.
Where did you place in these tournaments?
Our names were pretty well known already in the community, and we're very excited to have a special event in Utrecht. It's the first time we had an official tournament in the Netherlands. Now, one thing we wanted to do here is to find out who is actually better. And to do so, I created a poll back then. Let's see what people thought who was better between me and ThoTechtical. Just a random poll on Twitter. And as you can see here, the poll was not exactly in my favor. Now, I did at some point hear Elon Musk talk about Twitter bots, so that has to be the case, right? How else do we explain this? So, I asked some real players, some real good battlers, some familiar names you may know. Let's take a look at what they say when I ask them, who do you think is the better battler between Inadequance and ThoTechtical?
ThoTechtical.
Oh, for sure, ThoTechtical, man.
I think they're tactical.
ThoTechtical. Inadequance who?
I'd have to say Tho.
ThoTechtical.
Let's be honest, Martin. I would say Thomas. Sorry, my friend, but
ThoTechtical. Yeah.
Who do I think is better? ThoTechtical, that's for sure.
Inadequance.
Thanks, Mom.
There they are. Both of them are ready. It all comes down to this.
They're all smiles right now, but keep in mind we can't tell what they're being said to each other in their headsets. If you heard them earlier, they were really getting into who is the better battler. We are about to find out, getting into game number one. An Obstagoon into a Metacham. This is much in favor of ThoTechtical.
And Martijn is safe swapping in his Alolan Ninetales, which is not the Shadow version. And now we're going to see the Dunsparce. Dunsparce has a decent matchup against Alolan Ninetales, but it's better against the Shadow one because the Rock Slides deal more damage.
Also, the Dunsparce does not want to be facing that Obstagoon because the counter damage will be very heavy. Going straight for the Dazzling Gibbon, it connects on this Dunsparce, and now the Dunsparce is way far in the yellow, but it hasn't thrown any charge move of its own, going for this Rock Slide, which is being not shielded by Inadequance.
Yeah, but I think that two Rock Slides will still definitely take out the Alolan Ninetales. So do you have to shield this? I think you do if you want to keep the alignment, but he just wants to get rid of the Alolan Ninetales. Probably going to bring in the Obstagoon, deal some damage, because the Sableye would have to throw some moves here, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you look at the back line too, ThoTechtical has the Shadow Charizard on his team, and he still has two shields. And when there are shields up for a Shadow Charizard, that is a lot of trouble. Getting a little bit of farm and an immediate try to swap out, but not able to get to it in time, and throwing this Night Slash onto the Metacham.
I would have loved to see a Hyper Beam on the Obstagoon, but he is running Gang Shot, so this is an option for him to counter the possible Fairy types. We now have one Shadow Claw from Sableye in the lead against the Charizard. Does this change the matchup a lot?
I'm not really sure. We have to keep in mind that both players still have both shields now. ThoTechtical using his first one there, charging up to a Blast Burn, a little bit of extra energy, and now at two Dragon Claws, throwing the first one here. Will Inadequate shield? Yes, he has to.
You have to shield, because this is not only a bait, after you get hit, like this is a Shadow Sableye against the Shadow Charizard. You will get farmed down if you don't shield this.
That's absolutely true. The second shield has been used by Inadequance, but at this point, he can potentially Shadow Claw down, like you said, and will have a lot of energy to come back into that Medicham, which does not want to see it at all. Down goes the Charizard, and in comes ThoTechtical's last Pokemon, which is a Medicham.
Oh, and an immediate foul play. It will be shielded on the spot, but these Shadow Claws are about to deal a lot of damage. Now the question is, can Inadequance get a catch on a move? His timer is just, yes, his timer is still running, so the charge move priority is going to come down. Medicham is going to take a lot of damage from this, but in return will KO with the Ice Punch. We are trying to swap in the Obstagoon. It is a charge move priority event. The Obstagoon, will it be enough for the Obstagoon to take out the Medicham, or will it be countered down?
We have to see for sure, because there is still a lot of health left on the Obstagoon. It just needs to get to one move before. Will it be able to? Yes, it looks like he's going to be able to get to this Night Slash, and Inadequance takes game number 1 by throwing this Night Slash against the very, very low health Medicham. Looks like one Dutch battler here has at least won the first round.
Yes, and I have no idea if we were playing more rounds than one, to be honest, but this was a really good performance of Inadequance, having this hard counter city lead there, getting countered on the Obstagoon, but this Medicham, it just couldn't make it. We are apparently going into game 2, and we have a interesting lead right here. This is a little bit bait dependent, because the Powder Snow do not deal as much damage as the Charm Alolan Ninetales would. The Psychic is going to deal a hefty amount of damage. The question is just, oh, the turn weight into Switch.
This is now in favor of ThoTechtical, because these Shadow Claws, while they were doing a lot of damage to the Charizard in the previous round, are not doing that much at all to this Dunsparce. Dunsparce now at a drill run and letting it go through on Inadequance's side, bringing that Sableye down to about under health, half health.
But this is double foul play, and Dunsparce is relatively bulky, but is it that bulky that it can withstand 2 of those shadow boosted foul plays? This is a lot of damage. I mean, it will not take out from here, but with a few more Shadow Claws it will. So it will at least leave Dunsparce with really low HP, so it can get farmed down by the next Pokemon.
Yeah, we have to remember that both of the fast moves on both of these Pokemon are not doing much damage at all. They're both of them solely relying heavily on those charge moves, and Inadequance using his first shield there to shield up that Sableye, maybe really going for that aggressive Shadow Claw down, able to reach it and able to throw a move at whatever comes in.
Yes, and we are almost at a second move, as we are absolutely not almost at a second move as well. We are throwing in the Medicham with the Psychic, not even an Ice Punch. Does this take out? This is double resisted. It does not.
Oh, and ThoTechtical making a small error here, feels here, swapping in that Charizard, but only to tank a foul play. He has to use this as a shield, because as we discussed, Charizard is very frail. And in comes the Obstagoon, which gets to his moves very quickly. And though it has a fighting type move, it is not a fighter, so these wing attacks are not doing as much damage.
Yeah, but the counters are resisted. However, this is what Inadequance wants. He wants to have the Obstagoon not versus the Medicham. This is really important for him. So even if this matchup is not the best for him, he can still be more than happy.
Yeah.
At this
Looks like he is letting this go through. I don't know if he thinks it's a bait or not, but it is not, and it takes out the Obstagoon entirely. Now he has a very low health Sableye and a Ninetales versus a very low health Charizard and Medicham, though.
What you could do is...
Oh, wow, this is so big for ThoTechtical here. Able to throw a move. Will Inadequance use a shield? Yes, he knows he has to.
Yeah. That this is not a bait. This is not a drill. We are going into the last matchup of this match. What he could have done was switch in the Alolan Ninetales and immediately switch into the Sableye to maybe get a catch, but we are going for the Weather Ball. Weather Ball is being shielded. Do we see a race?
He's going to be able to make it to the Dazzling Gleam, and this will most likely be enough. ThoTechtical not quite being able to call the bait correctly here. The Dazzling Gleam connects, and our boy Inadequance has basically gone 2-0.
Just to be clear, the footage used in this video was approved by all involved parties for use. These were basically recordings or shots that were taken a while ago, but never aired due to, you know, it just never came to it. And I found a ways not to use it. The video is also not meant to disrespect ThoTechtical or to clarify that I think I'm better than him. I do win a lot against him in scrims, but when it's actual tournaments or the battles actually matter, he does win more often. So I'll admit that. And, you know, I appreciate a lot that he, you know, he lets me make a video of it, right? He's not like, no, I don't want to see myself getting 2-0. No one likes that, let's be honest, right? So appreciate that a lot, and also a big thank you to all the people who shot a little cut so I could put that in the video as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.